Welcome to the Success is Subjective podcast series, brought to you by parenttrainers.com, presented by Lilley Consulting. I'm your host, Joanna Lilley. Today's guest is, well, it's me. If I sound nervous, it's because I am. I'm finally putting out into the world what I've been talking about for years. So obviously, I should be nervous. But you know what? I'm not sorry for being real. I'm excited about where this series will take us and more excited to share the stories of some amazing humans. The title of this podcast series kind of says it all. Success is subjective. Although a lot of young people out there are being told that college is the expectation after high school, the reality is it does not have to be that way. For a young person who's struggling with mental health issues, substance abuse, gaming addiction, trauma, family conflict, just to name a few, or you just don't even know why you're going to school in the first place, this series goes out to you. Success is subjective. Everyone interviewed in this series struggled at one point or another in their life, enough where they had to ask for help or make some hard choices, feeling like they were swimming upstream compared to the rest of society, just in order to live what they felt like was a better life. There's this idea that if you take a break, that you'll be behind, or that you may never even return. But that is absolutely irrational. You'll hear me say this phrase a lot during this series. College is not going anywhere. This podcast series interviews adults who went into treatment while they were in high school and still made it to college, those who opted for a gap year type program instead of immediately enrolling in college, adults who went to college and ended up taking a break at one point or another, and adults who muddled through college to end up having to get help shortly after graduation as they were struggling into the work world. Spoiler alert, each person interviews see themselves as successful where they are in their life right now. Most of them eventually got a bachelor's degree, but not all of them. It's not necessary. And some did earn advanced degrees. Everyone I interviewed loves their job. Most identify themselves as having healthy relationships and lifestyles. Some even have families that they're extremely proud of. We've got therapists, CEOs, consultants, coaches, and lawyers, just to name a few. If you're a parent questioning whether or not to help your young adult get the help that they need for fear that they won't complete their degree on time, this goes out to you and your kid. College isn't going anywhere. They can get their degree at some point. It just may not be now. Listen closely to the advice each guest shares. And if you see yourself in the story of someone I interview, just know that life can be better than it is for you right now. It's okay to ask for help. There's no time like right now to make a significant change. These stories are terrifying, they're hilarious, they're raw, and they're more common than as a society we'd like to admit. So I want to spotlight those stories so we can start to normalize this idea that we can take a break and life goes on, and we can be successful. Listen in, listen close, and take notes. That's it for this week's Success is Subjective episode. Stay tuned for our next episode where you can bet it'll be another amazing human sharing their very personal story with the world. You can follow this podcast on Instagram at Success is Subjective Series. You can follow me, Joanna, on Instagram too, at Lilley Consulting, and on Facebook at Lilley Consulting LLC. Most importantly, though, check out the resources link on my website at lilleyconsulting.com, and that's Lilley consulting.com, or you can just search on Google for Lilley Consulting. You can also download and subscribe to listen to the Success is Subjective interviews on any popular podcast app, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio. Make sure you check out the show notes where you'll find contact information, website details, links to articles, and all social media for our guest. Once again, thank you to parenttrainers.com for sponsoring this podcast series. And thank you, our listener, for tuning in. And remember, there is no single path through life. Success is what you make it.